Right. Hello, Barmy Badger Army. Welcome to another
Tea
and
talk.
wobble,
No,
mug and
mug.
glass. Oh dear. Yes, welcome to another show. Hope you're all well, guys.
Hello.
Indeed.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
while.
I think it's been at least a month since we've done one of these. I've been continuing on my solo series, Unemployment and the Search for the Silver Plaque. And of course, we've done a new series, which is the Grumpy Old Man's Club, where I get to rant and vant and do all sorts of stuff about that, which is fun. And we're still working on the new film. Oh dear. But at least I've got the Grumpy Old Man's Club sorted out. That was something you helped me think up, actually, didn't you?
Thought that was fair. Yes.
Yes. So that was fun.
Keeping you busy.
Keeping me busy, out of trouble. Busy. And like I said, the Search for the Silver Plaque series certainly does as well. I've been enjoying doing those because it allows me to vent, talk about all sorts of different stuff, talk about the YouTube journey, and talk about everything really. So that's always fun.
I love it because you've had some comments of like, why don't you go and get a job?
I've been trying. I've been trying.
Very actively trying as well.
Very actively trying.
Constantly job searching, constantly applying for stuff. You've done a few interviews.
That's it. I went for a job on the way to my mum's yesterday.
Yeah.
In the car, thanks to modern technology.
No.
But there's things that it's annoying because job searching is like forever trying to dig for gold.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, oh, I found something. Looks really promising.
And then nothing.
And then nothing.
Tumbleweed. Yeah, because no one really gets back to you anymore.
No one really gets back to you anymore.
No.
And a job interview I had the other week, I thought I'd aced it. And they didn't even send me a sorry, unfortunately, you haven't got this job thing. I was like, oh, great. I thought I aced the interview. And they didn't even say, meh. Sorry, mate.
No.
No,
because you have been trying, bless you.
I have been trying. I'm very trying.
Yeah, you've been cracking on with the channel, doing a lot more than what you normally would do because you've got the time.
I've got the time. So why not do the crime? Push, 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 push. Ah!
And you've been cooking.
And been cooking.
Yeah.
Now, for the past gazillion years, when I lived with LKP, I was used to a electric cooker.
Your mum even said the other day, she, when you was little, they had an electric cooker. So, you know.
There you go. So, did she? Oh, right.
Yeah, she only had a gas cooker for a small while, but the rest of the time it's been electric. So that's all you know.
That's all I know. That's all I know. So I've been slowly but surely getting used to the gas and obviously trying not to burn my hand trying to turn
light things, yes.
Oh dear. Sitting there with a small flamethrower trying to light the gas. Help!
You've done well.
Yes. So that was always fun. Small advances. You know, I am quite a good cook. So I need to remember that, and
you just have to remember seasonings.
Yes, seasoning. I did a cottage pie the other day when I forgot the seasoning. So it literally was just proper old school cottage pie.
It was basically mince, frozen vegetables in with the mince and mash on the top, but there was no salt, there was no pepper inside. There was. It looked beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It looked beautiful, and I appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you, dear.
Just had to have the addition of sauce.
And
salt and pepper.
And salt and pepper and a bit of seasoning.
Yeah.
I thought I put enough Worcestershire sauce in there to drown a small boat, but
it was a knockoff brand. You need a lot more.
Yes, apparently so. So we live and learn. We live and learn on that. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I have enjoyed starting to cook again, and I was meant to do chili tonight, but you come home early, so
It looks like I'm doing chili tonight.
I can help.
You're going to help because I'm going to teach you.
Oh dear.
Teach you the important lesson of seasonings.
Seasonings, the ways
Flavour.
Flavor.
Flavor.
The ways of the dragon.
Yeah.
Ah. So yes, that was always fun. But yeah, I've enjoyed doing that. And yes, and I'm going to cook a lasagna and stuff soon. I'll do all that sort of gubbins.
Yep.
So that's always fun.
We're starting small.
Starting small.
Start small.
Start small and working our way up, which is always good. Yes, indeed. So we had some fun. Recently, I got sent a lovely clapper board from YouTube HQ, which was very cool.
Do I need to get it?
I'll grab it quick, yeah.
Grab it quick. You want me to move quickly?
Moderately paced.
Moderately paced.
Yeah, so that was really cool. Managed to pick this up.
The box is really cool.
Please do, of course, yes, very professional.
Very
Please do check out the official vlogs on the channel on this. I did 2 actually, because why not?
You was so excited.
I know, yeah.
You didn't unbox it or anything, did you? And you
No.
unboxed it on camera.
On the camera, yeah.
And all I could hear, I was sitting in this room, you were sitting in the next room, and I could hear you were so excited about this clapper board.
Yeah, so I got sent this from official UK YouTube HQ.
But even the little
YouTube.
pen's got YouTube.
I
on
know,
it.
it's very cute, isn't it? So this is a very nice milestone and a very nice treat from YouTube to us.
Very much.
Very much. So that was a very proud moment. And I'll be, I don't know, framing it in a box frame or something, or keeping it nice in the box or something like that.
Or Mara will be eating it.
Or Mara be eating it. Or I might.
Very interested.
I'll probably use it, to be honest with you, as well. So, yeah, that's always fun. So that was a nice little present from YouTube HQ.
Yeah.
Indeed, yes. It makes you remember how, you are actually, everyone goes on about, YouTube doesn't care about it, YouTube doesn't, and then when you get things like that sent through, it makes you realise actually they do give a tuppence and they do care about their creators and things like that. So that's nice.
Oh, sorry, I've got one eye on the cat at all times. She's been a nightmare recently.
Nah. Yeah, so that's really nice. Yes, Mara's been an absolute nightmare. But talking about
to turn 1.
Yes, oh God. Yeah. And then we got the terrible 2s after that.
I'm just really sad because Nugget was just such a chilled cat. He was so chilled from the moment he come home when we rescued him. He was like 6 months old, and he was just chilled. He's been chilled ever since. And I'm like, oh, this is a lovely chilled cat. And then we have Mara, who is a nightmare.
Who is an absolute nightmare, and obsessed with human food and everything that humans do.
This is Mara.
This is Mara. She is beautiful, but also very nuts. She is a daddy's girl, though. She is a daddy's girl.
Everywhere. She loves me.
Yeah, she loves you to bits.
She's a baby.
Oh. Yeah, talking about YouTube and stuff, we had some sad news in the community. Billy from Game Chasers died from brain cancer, which was very upsetting.
It was very sad.
It was very sad. I know you don't know the show personally.
No, I know, but it's still sad.
Yeah, it's still sad. I mean, I've followed the Game Chasers since their first episode. So, and as you know, it's all about retro gaming. Them going around to all the different shops and the thrift stores and the second-hand things, and they don't have boot sales in America, but they have equivalents.
They do. They have like tailgate parties, which is equivalent yard sales.
Sales and things like that.
I mean, that's not many people in the UK do yard sales. I think should we start a trend? We have yard sales.
I think we could. I think I might have to. I think I might have to at this rate.
Yeah, because they do that a lot on house sales. They do house clearance. I mean, we end up with like little companies here, there, and everywhere. They're like, man, with a van, it's like, I'll do a free house clearance, but they want all the stuff and you don't get nothing for it. I'm like, well, why can't you do it yourself?
I'm going to set up a table outside 50p each item, mate. Come on, then. Let's get cracking.
Yeah, but if you've got a head though, it makes it sort of like a bit harder as you can't really see. But I think we should start doing that. People should start doing yard sales and things in the UK. Because going to do a boot fair when the weather is nice can be a bit pricey. And if you don't drive, it's a bit unfortunate you can't sort of like go and sort of sell your own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, people obviously assume that a boot sale is always going to be 100% profit. It's not, because you have the outlay of paying for the pitch, and that can be anything between £10 and £12 or more, depending on where you go.
Also depending on if you've got like new goods, because we don't go and do the Sunday boot fair.
No.
Which is a mixture. It's a bit like in between a market and a boot fair.
Yeah, that's right.
So they have different prices depending on what the person is selling. If you're normal, doing normal boot sale, then it's a bit cheaper. But we go and do the Saturday morning one at a different location.
Yeah.
We opt to pay the £12. We go in early. We go in an hour, up to an hour before they let other cars in.
Yeah.
But we like that.
Yeah, we do like that.
We do like that because it gives us more time to set up.
That's right. It gives you more time to set up.
We've gone in after 8 o'clock in the morning, haven't we? And gone in and set up, and like we've barely, like we're still setting up, and they've let people in at 9. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that is where, with the Game Chasers, that's where they used to do all the different things. They used to come in, grab all the really cool stuff, all the really like valuable stuff, and they used to teach people how not to be a victim of all this thing where it's like £200-300 for a game, when you could go to all these different locations and get them for a cheaper price. So they have changed. I think personally, they actually did change a lot of the community and the gaming industry, and they really brought a lot of the sort of like popularity of buying and selling coming in.
I mean, I could have just literally, it was unvented. I could have bought the game for the £2 they wanted it, but I opted to actually message them and said, have you checked the price of this game, because this game is actually worth a minimum of £80.
Yes.
And they was like, oh, thank you. And it disappeared. It did disappear on that, and they said thank you. It was do you remember, it was called Krabby. It was PlayStation 2.
Yes.
Because I know that I'm sort of more familiar with that one, and I knew, if you're going to go and get that in the shop, it's normally £80 minimum.
That's right.
Game.
Yeah.
So I was just like, a little heads up, that's a very expensive game.
Yeah.
You might want to check to see how much it is, and then re-put it on there.
So that is part of it, and they did a lot of that stuff. So I will miss the show, and it's a shame that that Billy died, and I hope they find a way to bring it back. I mean, there was another guy that had that was part of the Game Chasers years ago, quite a controversial character in the end, but it was very sad that they died. There was a gentleman called Wario that used to be in it as well, and he had an untimely death as well, so that was very sad. But he was a very controversial character.
How many people were in it?
There's it depends. You got Jay and Billy are the main ones, and then there's like about 6 or 7 other people.
So if they all start dying now, the last one surviving is going to be the person that's in there. What? Was it like, I can't remember what that club was on the Simpsons? Like where all the like. I know their tattoo was like a fish.
I don't know.
And it was like some weird club, and the last 2 people left were like Grandpa and Mr. Burns.
Oh right, it's not like Highlander. I shall be the ultimate game chaser. Yeah, no, there was 8-bit Eric, and several other ones. Yes, but some of them are quite controversial characters now, so it is a shame. It sort of blurs the memory of the main guys, but it's one of these things. Internet is a wild place. It's like the Wild West, the internet, isn't it? So you're not always going to get characters that are squeaky clean.
No, unfortunately.
Unlike me, apparently I'm as edgy as a circle.
You went, I'm edgy, and I was like, you're as edgy as a 3-dimensional ball. Unfortunately, you can't. You think you're like
some badass YouTuber guy.
It's not. It's too lovely.
Oh, thanks, love.
It's too lovely.
I'm an edgy SOB. I am. I'm one of them. Yeah.
No, Are you going to say you're edgy B-A-L-L?
Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, we've done all right at the boot sales so far. That's been quite good.
I mean, we've mainly been actually there doing a boot fair.
That's right.
We did, however, we've now started to do that towards the end when people start to pack up, give you £1 out of the kitty.
That's it, go for a little walk.
And see what you can get for £1.
Yeah, that's right.
You came back with a plate with a pizza thing on it. It looks like it's come out of sort of like one of the sort of Spanish Isles.
That's it.
It's like a thing that someone brings home from
holiday. Yeah.
You brought that back.
Yeah.
A tray. Round tray that had like the zodiac on it, so it was pretty cool.
That's but that's always good. We drink a lot of tea.
And you come back with a small china doll, and then you produce this £1.
That's right.
And then it's over there, by the way.
Oh, where's tea?
I'm not there. It's only a small china.
Yeah.
You come back and you even had your £1. I said, well, where did you get that? Because quite a few people at the end of it, and particularly the same couple each time, is they put a load of stuff into the middle of the aisle and just shout, "It's free if you want it."
Yeah.
So you come back with that, and then the next week it was my turn, and I went off, and I come back. I haven't got them now, but they were
you flipped them, didn't you?
Boots Carmen style electric rollers. From the 1980s, still worked. Everything was still there. All the hairpins were still there, and I flipped them on Vinted,
which is always good.
Which is always good. But they were completely free.
Yeah, and another week, one of the ladies went, "Oh, you really like that figure, don't you? Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it was a tiny little Venom, about that big.
Oh, it's not the one.
No, it's not. It's in the cabinet. Of course, it's in the Venom cabinet. So there's a tiny little Venom. And I got that, and our friend who does a lot of the boot sales is a toy salesman. He gave me one for free as well. So the latest additions to my Venom collection have been free. So that's been very good. Mm-hmm. That's been very cool.
My additions that I got, because there was a lady on the aisle behind us, and I sort of just...
Not in the middle of Lidl then?
Not in the middle of Lidl. And I could see orange pumpkins, and I was like, "What's she got? What's she got?" And I went over. I said, "Mickey and a Minnie."
Yeah.
And they both even have the little lights. You can't really see because it's taken off, but they have little lights. You can't actually see them at all. Little light in there.
Yeah.
It's slightly flickers. It slightly flickers.
Yeah, it still works.
Slightly flickers. And they were £1 each. So I was like, yep.
Yep, I'll have that. Official, near enough. I think they're official, aren't they?
Yep, they are a Disney company.
Yeah, there you go. So they're official.
I love jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, show them. So they're official, and you paid how much for those?
£1 each.
£1 each. We'll have to have a look. I haven't got a way to do it at the minute, but...
I'm not looking to see how much they're worth. They're mine forever.
They're yours forever. But
they're mine forever.
I can guarantee
when I die, I want my ashes put in each one of those.
I can guarantee you they're worth more than £1 each, so we lucked out there.
Do you know lucked out means that you were unlucky?
Lucked in then?
You lucked in. You lucked out means you missed out on that opportunity.
Were you lucked in then?
I was lucky.
You was lucky?
Yes, I was lucky.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In, out, shake it all about. Madness, I tell you.
Madness.
But yeah, madness. So that was definitely quite fun. Also, another celebrity death that was upsetting for me was old Grotbags died, so that was very upsetting. But I've had this, I don't know if I've ever showed this off on the channel properly. I did a eggs, emu and excrement trap. So that was one of the latest trap films we did on the channel. Shameless plug. But yeah, that was in honour of Grotbags. So yeah, there you go. That's my emu toy, and I've had this ever since I was a kid. I think.
And another little bit of
I'm not sure.
Factoid for you.
I'm not sure.
Another factoid. My turn. Another factoid for you. Rod Hall used to live on the Isle of Sheppey.
Rod Hall used to live on the Isle of Sheppey.
Currently where we are.
Yeah. And I think my mum made this for me, or my mum's friend. I'm not sure. This wasn't something she bought. This was made for me. So that's very cute. But yeah, besides...
I was about to say she'd have had it made because this is, the stitching on this is not done by regular sewers.
No. Okay. Needs a bit of a wash, bless it. But
It's
doing
very,
well.
very old.
It's very old. But yeah, it's doing
old.
well. Yes, indeed. And we have started our film festival for Halloween, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
Yes.
So we started, we started a day late. So we started on the 2nd of September.
Yeah,
So we've each written a list of films.
that's it.
Not necessarily Halloween.
No.
We've gone for horror films.
Yes.
And we're ploughing away through this because you had like all of the I Know What You Did Last Summer. So we've got
Yep,
the one that went straight to DVD to watch.
that's it.
And the new one.
And the new one. That we will obviously purchase.
We've got to wait for it to come out on the streaming. It's coming out,
Yeah.
It's coming out next month.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming out next month. You're waiting.
Yes, I'm waiting.
You're waiting. You're waiting.
Yes, I'm
You're
waiting.
waiting for it.
I'm waiting for it. Yes.
We've watched. We watched The Blackening. I was
Yes.
not impressed.
That's a great
I
film.
was not impressed. It was not my humour.
It's
It was
hilarious.
not my humour.
It's hilarious.
For you, you found it funny. I, however, did not.
Yes. Well, it
What
depends.
was my comedy one? I can't remember what my comedy one was.
People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, that's my kind of humorous one. I love that film. And I just found out they're remaking it.
Yeah, but is it going to be a comedy? I don't know.
I hope so. I hope it's got that sort of little comedic sort of bit to it.
I don't know. They might make it ultra serious this time, you
I
know.
don't know.
Usually with comedies, they flip it round. It's like Casino Royale. The first time they made that, it was a
Oh, it's full-on slapstick comedy.
full-on slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
And then it came out again as...
It actually is a parody of the story Casino Royale
yes.
by Alexander Fleming.
Yes.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And
But that was the only film they made of
This
Casino
is
Royale
look
until
where the
recently.
list is.
And I've also got a video out, 101 films to watch during Halloween season. Shameless plug once again.
This is the list. The list also here says involves teenagers. And so far, you've got 2 films involved.
Teenage slasher films are brilliant.
And then we've got some joint ones, the ones that we both decided we wanted on our list. So, but we have. I've been quite impressed because you've gone for many years not watching anything to do with The Purge
That's right.
because of its theme. And
Yes.
you've quite enjoyed that. We've
Yes.
done 3 of those. So
I've become a bit of a fan, so yeah, of The Purge. I never used to like the idea behind it, but now I'm watching them. I think they're quite
And
entertaining.
we've watched. One of your choices was The Burning, which was an older sort of. That was one of the teenage ones. Camp. It's always in a camp with counsellors, which are teenagers running for their life from a killer.
It's a general theme of the 80s and 90s.
2000s.
2000s as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that Jennifer Love Hewitt came into her own in I Still Know What You Did Last Summer and was able to get out the shadow of Sarah Michelle Gellar.
And I can't. I will never be watching this film ever again. But where's Craven's New Nightmare?
Where's Craven's
I
New
am
Nightmare?
never ever watching.
I
that
cannot believe how you didn't like it. It is an epic horror film. It is one of the best horror films of the modern generation. It takes something that's a film and then turns it into real life and then turns it into a film again. What's more meta than that? It's brilliant.
I don't care about meta. I don't care about all that. I care about the fact I am not a Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm. I need to say Before Christmas, Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I don't like them, and that just literally put the nail in the coffin. I'm just not a fan. I've tried. I've sat there and I watched the whole of that film.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I was just like, well, I'm glad I've watched it because I never have to watch it ever again in my
Yeah,
life.
but you watched the rubbish new one, and that's going to ruin it for you from the get-go, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but I've seen bits of all the old ones, you know, where people have been watching. I am not a fan. But I'm the same with Halloween, the Halloween films. I've seen sort of like some of the original ones.
I think
I've seen the remake.
I got you to watch the very first one, didn't I?
Yeah, and I'm still not a fan. It's just not for me.
No.
I'm just not a fan of that. But we've gone and seen The Conjuring before last week.
Yes, that's right.
So we went to watch that was it last week we went to watch that?
Week before?
I don't think it might have been last Monday. We seem to go to the cinema over Monday evening.
Was it last Monday?
Sunday. We went last Sunday. Not the Sunday just been, the Sunday before.
That's right. That's why it feels like it was 2 weeks ago. Yes, so that was really good.
It was funny because of you get that moment where it goes quiet and all of a sudden there's one voice in the whole cinema going, "No!" And everyone around, I think the whole cinema just started laughing. Obviously they know there's a nervous person there. And you were screaming, the girls in front were screaming. They did look like they'd only just sort of turned 18.
Yes.
I was all holding each other's hands and they were absolutely screaming over that. And you were screaming, everyone was laughing and screaming. I was just sitting there crying with laughter. That was funny.
That was funny.
Funny.
Yes, so that went really well. That was a good time. And we're off to see...
we're going to go and watch Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest, because it's that time of year.
We're celebrating Sigourney Weaver. They do a... Was it last year or beginning of the... No, it was last year. They celebrated...
Aliens.
No, they celebrate that every year in July. That's Aliens Day in July. Last year it was Tim Burton.
Okay.
Celebrating Tim Burton season.
That's right.
And this year
because they re-released Coraline, didn't they?
That was just a re-release. There's nothing to do with Tim Burton.
Okay. Did Tim Burton do Coraline?
Nope.
Okay. It's very Tim Burton-esque though, isn't it?
It's because it's dark and
yes.
It's claymation, so...
Yes, it felt very much so. But yeah.
Yeah, so we're still working through the list. We're working through the list along with you working your way through Dexter. You've got 2 episodes
Dexter,
of the original Dexter series.
That's it, and we're going to watch that after this, probably. Yes.
Yeah, so we've done that. But the other thing that we've been doing is you've been helping me continue my first year of being a new wrestling fan.
That's right, but
I still...
Yeah.
Guarantee, every time we watch wrestling, I always say, "Oh, WCW."
Yeah, that's right.
WCW.
But before we get a bit more into that, I'd like to say a belated happy birthday to Michael Keaton, and happy Batman Day to everyone as well. So if you've celebrated either, happy birthday, Michael.
And also, if it's randomly someone that's watching his birthday today, happy birthday.
Happy birthday indeed. Happy birthday, everyone. And before we get into WrestlePalooza, which will probably lead to the end of the show, I'd like to a big thank you to everyone that's been supporting the show.
It's been a tough time, and
it's been a tough time.
A lot of support,
and I had a lot of support from everyone,
which has been lovely.
Yes, to name a few names, Gear Up Survival's been very supportive.
Yeah, he's just like positivity.
He's like positivity in a can. The lovely Death of Rats, who's going through a bit of a wibbly time themselves at the minute. So big, massive shout out to them. And of course a massive shout out to MX Time Bunny, who's been there for us as well. So thank you very much, everyone.
Just thank you to everyone.
Yes, that's it. And big shout out to everyone that's been donating and helping the show. And like I said, and I say it each time, even if you can't afford to donate and stuff, just watch back the content and help.
Give it a share.
Yeah, give it a share.
If you're one of those people that
help with the ad rev and all that sort of stuff.
Wait. If you're one of those people that works in an office where you share like little videos, just share a dad joke around and just ask people to share it.
That's right.
Because it's a short, so it's just like,
that's
share
it.
That. If you're at school or college, just share it. Make fun of him. It's fun.
Yes, that's it. That's it. 15 seconds out of your life could help change and help us. So just...
But it's helping
share,
the channel.
helping
really
the channel
trying to
and
push
helping
this
us.
man to get to his silver plaque.
That's right. That's right.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
One day, yes.
And it's gonna go up here. Apparently, it's gonna go right here in the middle of that, so that people can see it.
I've not said anything about that, so okay. But yeah, I really appreciate all the help. And like I say, if you can't afford to donate or anything, that's cool. Just watch as much content as you can and help with the ad rev of doom. And of course, share everywhere.
Like, share, subscribe.
That's it. Like, share, watch more. And subscribe.
TV is crap. YouTube is the way forward.
That's it. That's it. And then, alright, well, talking about that, YouTube and online streaming services. Let's get on with talking about something that's very recent, and that is WWE being sort of bought in, not necessarily bought by, but bought in. They're bringing them in, ESPN. And we're going to talk about the two different things separately. There's two subjects here. So, obviously, WWE had a big deal with Netflix at the start of the year, which, you know, was like from God knows how many millions. And now they've got another deal now with ESPN, which has sort of changed it from being free for everyone to being free for us.
It's been free for everyone in the world, except for if you live in the States.
That's it. So it went from being free for everyone to now not free for everyone.
In its homeland, the homeland of WWE, you have to pay.
That's right.
You have to pay. So this last event that was just on this weekend.
No, we're going to get to WrestlePalooza.
No, I'm not going to talk about it. That was their first event for ESPN.
That's right.
And we had Tim come in on our...
Oh, one sec.
Tim come in on our chat.
Yeah, that's right.
He was in the States and explained you can't just buy the ESPN package. You had to buy the ESPN Ultimate package.
That's right.
Which was $30, but you have to put taxes and things on top.
That's
so
it.
It's, you know, that's quite expensive.
So, and if you think about how much it costs as well, so you're looking at $20 for normal ESPN.
Yeah.
Then $30 as a bolt-on.
No, that is $30 including the bolt-on.
Okay.
I checked that one.
So you're looking at about £50 to £60, depending on whatever else you might buy.
It's $30, but if it's got the taxes on top, it works out to be between $35 and $40.
Right. Okay.
That's £30 roughly.
Yeah, roughly pound, but that's still expensive.
But he didn't, because he disappeared by the time I asked, is that per month? So
yeah, I'm not sure.
If you are in the States, you know, gear up.
Voice, you guys, voice.
Magnum. Is that a month? Do you have to pay that per month just to watch, you know, ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you like sports and you watch all the other sports, that's not too bad.
I mean, Sky Sports is about £30 to £40 a month.
It's £40 at the moment.
Yeah.
To have the Sky Sports with their Plus package, you know.
That's right.
All the singing and dancing.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money, but if you do not watch the other sports, you don't take advantage of the other parts of that channel, and you are only watching wrestling, is it worth it? Are you getting your money's worth? I haven't checked. Is SmackDown and Raw on ESPN as well?
No, that's
on Netflix.
That's staying on Netflix. ESPN is literally going to have
pay-per-views.
Special pay-per-views, yeah. So the idea is that even though we were able to access it on Netflix, in America they couldn't. They had to go through ESPN.
Their last contract for some of the events was with YouTube.
Yes, but that's still a thing.
That's still a thing.
Yeah, that's still a thing. Saturday night's main event and that main event one is still a thing.
I'm just like, WWE, what are you thinking?
Well, I know what they're thinking. It's time to take over the world.
But they've taken over the world by giving the world these things for free on Netflix.
Yes.
But not their own family, their own, where they're from.
No, it's very bizarre.
Their friends and family and the people that live in their communities and where most of the wrestling events are,
Yeah.
80% of the events are in their home territory. But if you're in their home territory, you have to pay.
Yes, that's right. And ironically, someone reminded me of this the other day, and I remember it now, that you used to have to phone up. You couldn't, before the luxury of the internet.
No, your paper. Do you not remember that?
I remember it now because I remember having to do it for my dad for the boxing, and I had to do it for WrestleMania.
To do it for WCW events. We used to have to phone up.
Yeah, you have to spend half an hour on the phone trying to book a thing in.
Yeah.
I can believe it. I was like, oh yeah, that's a weird memory I'm not. Because before the internet, that was the only way to book a pay-per-view, especially an American one. So you had to do it like that. I mean, eventually they did it so you could press the buttons on
Yeah, you press the red button on your controller if you had Sky, or if it's TiVo.
But that was actually a bit broken because if you pressed it more than once or you did something wrong, you'd end up buying it twice.
Yeah.
And that is a lot of money because you're looking at £40-50 then. But if
I'm just really baffled by why is it just America that has to pay for that?
Because we don't have ESPN over here. If we did, then we would have had to. And it's the same with us lucking out with HBO and stuff, and why we've got a better Disney Plus than America, because over there they've got separate things. Hulu.
But
so we've lucked out really, because we haven't got that. Otherwise, we would have to pay.
Yeah, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. All of that was sitting on Netflix in America. Like us, the rest of the world. It was all sitting on Netflix.
Yeah.
So why take it away? Why take that part away? Why take pay-per-views out? Or what would have been...
Well, no, they still will get pay-per-views. They just will... ESPN will get the special ones.
And I'm just like... But we got the special one.
Yeah.
On our Netflix.
Yeah.
You can't have one rule for one and one rule for the other.
Well, unfortunately... Because they're getting very greedy, they literally were saying the fans will pay, the fans will follow us.
Well, then,
and I think that's
all the events back on pay-per-view that everyone has to do it, not just the country it's coming from.
Well,
that's wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Because that should have been, in my opinion, that should have been free for the people in the States.
Yes.
And it should have been paid for by the people not in the States.
I personally think everyone should have got it for free, but we're going to go into that now because I personally want to talk about WrestlePalooza before we go. And a big thank you to everyone that's stayed and watched with us so far. So let's talk about WrestlePalooza. I want one
thing before you start.
Okay.
This has been really nice for me because you've sat there while I've watched my first WrestleMania. I've watched my first Battle Royale. And this time I got to be with you.
Yes.
Your first WrestlePalooza.
Palooza. WrestlePalooza. So, you know, but yeah, every event so far, I've always taken away something great from it. And WrestlePalooza is still the same. There is a few good moments in there that I thought, oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, for me, well, let's start from the beginning. I'm not going to say what I think until the end because that's backwards reporting. So let's start with the Brock Lesnar. Well, let's start with the overall feel of the show. Triple H coming out, go, hey everyone! Did it make you think this is going to be an absolute slobber knocker, an absolute banger of a show?
No.
Why not? Because I got the whole impression this is ESPN's WrestleMania. That's what they build it as. That's what they're like. This is the new version of WrestleMania. WrestlePalooza is going to be even better than WrestleMania. It's going to be this. There's going to be surprises. There's going to be shocks. There's going to be this. There's going to be this. There's going to be this. And then what we got fell very short of that.
What don't I do?
Expectation versus reality.
I don't I don't look at trailers. I don't read up little tidbits of stuff before.
No, but this is...
But I didn't know all of that.
That
so,
is literally what they've been advertising, though. Triple H has gone on there going, there's going to be shocks, there's going to be surprises.
I had one match that I was really looking forward to. Where it comes out, when it comes to that's the part where that is.
Okay, right. Well, I'm on 20% battery, so we haven't got loads of time.
Would you like the cable?
Go on then.
Technical hitchings.
Anyway, big thank you to everyone who's watched so far and kept with us. And I'm not just talking about this episode, I'm talking about in general for everything. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for sticking with our old school style, because I'm not spending half an hour editing that bit out. Right, okay, so...
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So here we go. Your thoughts on the first match, the John Cena versus... the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Well, I'm not familiar with Brock Lesnar.
So this was your first Brock Lesnar match as well, wasn't it?
It was, because I've seen clips
Mm-hmm.
of him fight. I've never seen him fight because he doesn't give me the ick, he gives me the heebie-jeebies. There's some things are not right about that man.
Yes, because he's built like a big piece of meat that just walks around like this.
It's like, I don't know I can't explain what it is. Like I said, I can't explain
He's
what
a
it is.
scary man.
Yeah, but
With
so
bad blood.
Some are other ones in there.
He's a scary man with blood pressure issues.
He was going purple.
He was going purple. Yeah.
He was going purple. My thing I liked, at the very beginning, was John Cena coming out with all the little kids.
Oh no, that was very cute. That was very
That
cute.
was very cute. And those kids looked like they were so happy.
That's
It was like the best moment in their little lives. It was
That's it.
so cute.
That's it.
And it was like just running. He didn't like take his time.
No, but he never
like,
does. When he's
whoosh.
when he's a face, it's let's get down to business, Steve, and runs for it.
We did have, before we even started this, because we've gone straight into the first match. There was a surprise at the beginning. Who's turning up in this great big white pickup? Don't yawn. Don't yawn. Pat was back. I was so happy. I was back.
It's not a surprise. It's just something that happened.
Oh, come on. It was Pat.
It's just something that happens. That's not technically what I would call
Excuse
a
me?
WWE surprise.
Can you see all of this? What fakeness. Go back and find the first part of the live stream for WrestlePalooza, and that is not the face you see when it's Pat. You can huff and puff all you like, but it's proof. It's on YouTube already.
What's that?
It's there.
What's
you
that?
going, it's Pat!
What's that? Watch back our watch along. Fantastic idea. Great.
To find, you can then go and see all of the moments and see his actual reaction.
Yes, all right. It was good
This
to see
is-
Pat back, but it's not
It's good to see
technically
Pat
a
back.
surprise. It's just something that happened on a pay-per-view. There's a big difference between a wow shocker moment and a surprise. And
No.
ooh.
No, like I said, they have a list of their surprises. How you take it is how you take it.
Well,
But to
WWE
them,
need
that
to.
was their surprise.
Yeah, well, WWE need to take their list of supposed surprises, chuck them away, and actually come up with some proper surprises. Because for me and the wrestling and the rest of the wrestling internet community, that was just something that happened. It wasn't technically a surprise, and that was all of the supposed surprises. Everyone just went, well, that was just something that happened. It wasn't really a surprise or a shock or something that was worth paying nearly £50 for a pay-per-view for. 30. Anyway, carry on.
No, he's not in it anymore.
What?
Carry on.
Oh, Karrion Kross is one of the best wrestlers in modern time, but we're not going to segue into that.
Goodness.
We're not going to talk about that.
Oh my goodness, you only like him because he's
We want Kross! We want Kross!
Because he's
You
one
know
of
what
those
would have been?
weird, manly, life coachy. I'm going to charge you £100 to come for me to stand there and go, you're an alpha male.
No, he doesn't do that. He's got a new book that's really cool.
It's really
Anyway.
cool. You crack on then.
Anyway,
Moving on.
that would have been a surprise. That actually would have made the pay-per-view if Karrion Kross come back and beat up Sami Zayn into a pulp.
You shut your cake off. That's Sammy you're talking about.
Sammy Hulk Hogan Zayn.
Don't care. He's a golden child. Love him.
Yeah,
You
he's the
can't
golden
say-
child. He's like this generation's Hulk Hogan. Anyway.
And that man was an absolute frigging legend. Excellent. You go on, Sammy. You do it.
Yeah, I love Hulk Hogan.
I love Sami Zayn.
But Sami Zayn is no Hulk Hogan.
No, he's Sami Zayn.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it?
Karrion Kross will be forgotten in time.
No, he won't.
He will be.
No, he won't.
He'll be forgotten.
No, he won't. And Karrion, if you're watching this, I will make sure you're never forgotten. And the rest of the internet wrestling community will not make sure you're forgotten. You are a badass. You are alpha. You're a very important person.
You're
and I love it.
codependent.
And I love you. I love you, Karrion.
Oh my God.
I love you, Karrion. So basically, let's move forward. So we've watched, this is after that, the supposed surprises happen.
Well, how far into the match? It wasn't even the match started when my name is Paul Heyman appears.
Yes, and once again, that's not really a surprise. That's just something that happened.
But I'm like, well, that's straight up. Right, he's going into the little clique there.
Yes, there is potential rumours that Lesnar will be joining the Visionaries. Visionaries and the magical light.
With matching jackets, but we'll move on to that soon.
That's going to happen soon.
John Cena, within seconds, rope mark, straight up the
rope
ribs.
marks, yes.
And then he had him on his back, and he turned round, and it wasn't even like a full 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely battered.
See, this is definitely the difference between ESPN and normal WWE. It felt like, that personally felt like a real fight to me.
That's what I mean with Lesnar, is that Lesnar. Sorry, I said his name wrong. Is he being vindictive and a bit nasty, or is he just generally, I am that big, I actually don't know how hard I am actually hitting people?
No, he's a stiff worker. He's injured people. He's tough he's a tough SOB. He's tough. He's tough.
I mean, it was quite a relatively shorter match.
Yeah,
compared to the Roman Reigns.
Yeah. The Roman Reigns one that went on for nearly an hour.
And,
yeah.
That was quite brutal. But this was just the two of them.
Yeah, this was the two. There was no interference on that. So that was good. So that was 10 minutes of Brock Lesnar squashing Cena.
And children literally crying.
Yes,
all of the Cena kids were crying.
Yeah,
their eyes
they
out.
didn't obviously advertise that the children were Make-A-Wish or anything like that. But if they were, that's
like the worst
that's
thing.
really harsh.
Yeah.
Bring out a load of Make-A-Wish kids to run down and go, hey! And then
Although it was quite.
But that isn't known that they were Make-A-Wish kids or not.
No.
If they were,
probably were probably local children.
Yeah.
Managed to win it with their school or something.
Yeah.
But when Lesnar come down the ramp, he put his hat down on the floor and just dropped it, and it was still there.
Yeah.
When he left, because he picked it up on his way out.
Yeah. Honest to God, he is a tough SOB, and it was a good match. I personally think it was one of the best of the night. Did it need to happen? Yes, because
How many fives did he do on?
6, I think. 6.
It was so many, and I was just like, because Cena's more heavy than the poor guy that he was throwing around the other night.
Yeah. And if you look at his actual wrestling style and the way it was good to see Brock Lesnar doing other moves as well, but the amount of F5s was mental, and they're not even sure if they're going to do a rematch or anything yet. Because obviously, Cena's only got 5 dates left. So what did you think of that match? Did you enjoy it?
I was actually the whole time in more concern. Because the more it went into it, the more marks and things that Cena had. The more times that he was on the floor. He does go on the floor a fair bit and he rests. But Brock does not hit that deck. And if he does, he was up in seconds. When he was resting, he was standing up, which is that sort of quite scary.
He's a scary man.
Is it? Well, he's on a ranch with horses. Perhaps he's learned that horses rest standing up. So
yes, that's right.
I'm going to stand up and rest. I'm not lying on the floor.
Yeah.
I spent the whole time being more concerned about John Cena.
Yeah, that's right.
And how many marks he had on him, and the fact that he was really struggling.
Well, you're talking about marks. What was the next match after that? Was it the Usos?
Was it Usos? Yeah, no, yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No?
I don't think it was.
What was it then?
Was it not the women's one?
No,
Later on.
that was near enough just before the main event then.
I'm struggling to remember.
Anyway, we can talk about it in different orders. It doesn't matter.
I'm really sorry. Orders.
So the Usos match. What did you think of that? Bron Breakker, Usos.
It's nice to see the brothers come down together.
Yeah.
And they come down. There was a part where the stairs separated and actually come down, and I was like, that's just nice little touches.
That's right. Yes.
It's all little bits like that. High fiving kids. Like doing the whole high fiving to Pat as well.
That's
that was
it.
quite cool.
Yeah.
It was like, that was quite. It was all. They were all very wholesome.
It was very
also
wholesome.
not wholesome at the same time.
No, it's very cool. Yeah, I thought it was a good enough match.
It was like Bron Breakker and like coming out with matching jackets. And
Yes.
I was just like, oh no, they've got matching jackets with matching spikes.
Yeah, but so did the Usos. They were wearing some sort of weird green and
but that's
yellow
a tracksuit.
combo.
That's hardcore. They had matching leather jackets that were made specially for them both.
That is badass. That was great, and it was spiked as well, so it's reminiscent of the Road Warriors and all that sort of jazz.
I was just like, they come out. That just made me chuckle. It did make me chuckle.
So
but you knew it was going to be a bit of a harsh one because there's a weight advantage.
there is.
Both.
There is, yeah.
Both. Oh, it's just and.
See, for me, both Bron and the Ozilla should be against bigger opponents. Jay, and in reality, even Bron could pick up Jay, twirl him around with one finger, whoop, 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 pew, off you go.
They're definitely in different weight categories.
Yes, that's it. They need to think of, for me, I want to see somebody else come out that's bigger than them to, That's the one thing I miss from That's the one thing I miss from the Vince era, is he always paired. He would do the whole thing of smaller wrestlers versus bigger wrestlers. He'd do that, but he wasn't afraid to having a beef off, where it was like two, or three or four massive geezers all fighting at once, and that's the one thing that Triple H doesn't really do. He likes to mix up the classes, which is good, but every now and again it's good to have a solid bit of beef versus another solid bit of beef. You know what I mean?
Do I need to worry about you?
No. But I'm just saying, that is something that I miss, because the weight classes didn't quite work. And here's the example in real life, that Jay literally went for a steel chair shot on Bron.
A what?
Steel chair shot.
Not a steel chair shot.
No.
I was about to say, do you believe?
Even love after love. No. Steel chair. Whacked him on the back. His back is so meaty that it literally whacked him in the face again.
Well, we didn't
and
know
cut
what
him.
had happened because the camera had moved to Bron. And Bron had, I'm going to go for Dexter talk here, missed him.
Missed it.
So he had splatters of blood on him, but they were from...
Do I need to worry about you?
But they were from your mouth. So I thought, I looked straight up at his face, expecting to see blood coming from his mouth. And he was fine. And of course the camera's pan around and Jay's face is red. The whole of his face. And
yes.
He's really hurt.
Yeah, he got cut 3 ways from Sunday. Because he's
in, was it?
They call it something like the concussion zone or something, don't they?
Concussion care or so.
Yeah.
So he's being sort of monitored for that.
Yes.
Other than that, he says he's okay.
Because apparently at the end of the match he was wobbling around quicker than a Weebles wobble, you don't fall down, apparently.
Yeah, well, you would be, wouldn't you? Because, that was quite a messy match. Because
that was quite a messy match.
That happened, is that Jimmy was put through the table at the same time.
And that was pretty vicious
and
as well.
It all happened at the same time. So both of the Uso brothers were in a heap on the floor. Quite literally a bloody heap on the floor.
And
the table collapsed even more down onto Jimmy.
Whacked him on the head, and whacked him. So that was a total cluster cluck of a match. I think it was meant to be visceral. It was meant to be hardcore, but it just went a little bit, over, and that wasn't even their intention. Right. So what did you think? I thought it was a good match.
It was a good match. It just was a shame that part had happened right sort of like towards the end.
Yeah, and I mean...
You had a couple of like almost tap outs.
Yes. I mean, I'm not even sure if Braun and the Auszilla were meant to win, but because of the chair shot backfiring...
What had gone on there, it's sort of like, we got to wrap this up pretty quickly because this guy is hurt.
Yeah. I think, I'm not even sure if they were meant to win it. I think the Usos were meant to win, but because of that, they had to change the direction.
Yeah.
So...
Hope all is good.
Hope all is good. What one do you want to talk about next?
Well, it was at that point, I think it was the women's one that come out, which was...
Yep, you're probably
Stephanie Vacchia and Io Sky.
Io Sky, yeah. That's it. So that's 3 out of 5 matches, right? That's fine. So, yeah, what did you think of this one? I personally think...
I'm waiting for it. This is the rant that's been happening.
I personally think, put my hand up on this one, it should not have been a one-on-one match. I've said it even from when...
Why?
I've said
what were they fighting for?
The women's title.
And who was it belonging to?
My brain's gone.
Oh, Naomi. It was Naomi's title.
Naomi's title.
It was a custom title. It was absolutely beautiful.
Caution! Yes.
All over it because now she is expecting her.
That's it, her baby.
Expecting baby. So she had to relinquish that.
Yes. And I personally think it should have been a battle royale. Whenever there's always a vacant title, there's always a battle royale, some sort of Money in the Bank style thing with it across the thing. ESPN, if you're listening, for the love of God, you want a big event. They had a big event. They had something that would have made the event right there, and then they chose to do a one-on-one vanilla match when they could have had a 50 women battle royale with legends, everything in it. But no, they decided to do a one-on-one match when they could have literally had all the women from NXT, all the women from Raw, and all the women from SmackDown, some of the women from TNA, and everything. Mara, no thank you.
Oh
dear, carry on, dear. No,
you're
it's all right, I'll do it.
Him, aren't you?
I'll do it.
You're absolutely obsessed with Cameron, of course. And he wanted a battle royale at the end of all of his ranting. That's what the aim was. The aim was a battle royale. He just likes to watch all the women in the ring, really.
No, I don't.
He says no, but we know he means it.
No, it's not balanced.
Well,
carry on.
but I'm just more concerned if the cat has destroyed part of the place, and then you've gone in like Godzilla. Yeah. What is it called? Like, we can't call you the Auszilla, can't we? That's taken. Badgerzilla.
Yeah.
Destroying the place. I would turn the camera around face, but
please don't. Don't want to lose viewers or subscribers.
Because unfortunately there is a lot of lower back going on.
Yes.
Yeah, but who would you do? You can't. They wouldn't have put everyone in there. They wouldn't have put every woman in there for that.
Yeah, but they could have put a few in there. It could have worked out a lot better than it was.
They might have plans. There's a plan for this, Stan.
Nah.
There's a plan for this, Stan.
That's it, and it's not a good idea. Right, so yes, as a match, it was a fairly good match. Was it the best idea? I don't think so. Because Io Sky can never beat her match that she did recently with Rhea Ripley. That
was epic.
Really? Keep going.
That was absolutely
just
epic.
keep it on you.
You're going to keep it on me. The cat is being an absolute nightmare again.
Stop.
She's like, just carry her around.
Yes.
Put her there.
Right.
She's going to wait for you to sit down, and then she's going to be on it like a cardboard.
Thank you for keeping up with us and keeping with us for this, by the way. I know been a few technical hitches. Right, yeah, so I personally enjoyed this match, but I feel it could have been something different.
It wasn't very long. Again.
No.
I'm like, if you want to stretch your program out, is it 3 hours roughly?
Yes.
Take out a match and make them longer, but
yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that said that there should have been more matches, but the other side of the argument is that some of the matches should have been shorter and we should have got more matches. There's a lot of people sitting around in catering twiddling their thumbs they could have added some matches in as the supposed surprises. Now that is a surprise to me, is having a match announced during the pay-per-view and then having... That is a surprise. And that's what they could have done. Is gone, actually, we're not going to have this as a 1v1. We're going to have it as a massive battle royal featuring all these people. And that would have been fantastic. That would have been a genuine surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I mean, what the nice touch for me was...
Yeah.
Match has ended. Stephanie has won.
That's right.
Did not see that coming. Thought, honestly, I was going to have that. But Stephanie instantly did the sort of the traditional Japanese thing. It was on her knees, belt in front, and bowed to Io, and Io bowed back, and they had a cuddle and all of that. That was really quite nice. I quite like that. And I'm like, are we going to get a little secret tag team coming in soon?
Maybe.
Because, come on, because like the other two, Oscar.
Yes,
I've got matching hair colour.
Mm-hmm.
And now Io doesn't fit in with their team.
No, she does not.
We know, is it going to be like an Io, Rhea and Stephanie?
Maybe that's a little stable coming up.
This is going to be cool.
Yes, maybe. That might be
This is going to be cool. I'm quite getting down with this.
That's it, you know. Obviously, Rhea and Stephanie did team up on NXT Homecoming, which was a far better pay-per-view than WrestlePalooza.
We haven't finished the WrestlePalooza. We're coming into, after that match, we had our other surprise.
Surprise.
You, dude, rewatch, see his face when The Undertaker comes out on his bike. He does all this yawning, but he was quite surprised, and he was quite pleasantly surprised, because you was going, where's The Undertaker? Oh, I love him. Please go back and watch it, it's there. That one might be on the second part, though, because we had a technical problem.
Yes, I am a fan of The Undertaker, of course. But it's not really a surprise anymore. Undertaker's on it all the time. He literally manages AAA. He's in the background of every single episode. He's more management now.
Yeah,
it's not
we don't see him.
Yes, we do.
We see him afterwards, whatever. This one, he come out on his freaking bike and come down and sat with Stephanie
McMahon.
I thought it was McMahon.
No, McMahon. But yeah, it was all right. It was unscripted, which was a bit weird.
It was, but it had to be unscripted.
Yes.
Because she was a bit like, I don't know what's going on, and he's like, you was there at SmackDown. She was like, yeah. And you was there at Raw, yeah. Are you following me? And he's just like, oh. And she was like, shit, I reckon move off and do what you're going to go and do.
Yeah.
And he did not.
No. And then she obviously is now one of the earliest inductees into the Hall of Fame for 2026. Because that is the earliest, because it's literally about another, I think it's 6 or 7 months before the next Hall of Fame. So it's a very early induction. So that was really cool.
Oh, but
it wasn't really a surprise, once again. It wasn't really a surprise. It was good.
She was surprised.
Yeah, I'm glad she was surprised. For me, they've been inducting all of the, it'll be Vince and all that soon. For me, that wasn't really what I would call a surprise. Once again, this is meant to be ESPN's WrestleMania, not an average week on SmackDown. I've seen SmackDown episodes that had more surprises than WrestlePalooza.
I love how you're getting really grumpy about it, and you're like, oh,
I'm like, thank God I didn't pay any money for it, because I think if I'd have been in America and I'd have ordered it cheekily on a VPN, I'd still be like, ESPN can have my money back. Didn't pay for it, but I watched it for free. I still want my money back.
Moving on. When you got to see whatever those things were on a platform. Whatever those things were, I said they looked like they was in between Gru and the purple minion.
Yes.
They could have also been Kronk and Isma. They're Kronk and Isma from now on. They come down like mad scientists.
It literally was, what if they had skinned a transformer.
Oh,
Stolen
the
them with it.
Rollins. The
It is
Rollins.
literally-
We're talking about
it's
Seth
like-
and Becky.
How many Power Rangers villains did they have to kill? You know, did they have to eat Rita Repulsa for that?
And they
and
come
Ivan
down with
Ooze.
these purple glasses on, and you could quite literally tell Becky could not see where she was going.
No.
It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. They come down this platform,
Yeah.
stepped up the platform and got booed constantly all the way to the ring.
You know.
On, looking shocked because they're being booed. And what I always love at the moment, because I'm not a fan of Becky Lynch anyway, even before she turned heel.
My hot American husband!
But what I loved is that instantly she's taken her glasses off and started to derobe and all that and be like, I'm great. And you could hear people go, AJ Lee, AJ Lee, AJ Lee.
That's
and
it.
She was livid.
Yeah, because, you know, her and Seth are attention seekers and they love it. And they're not getting the attention. It was like the crowd goes mild. Because Seth is boring. I'm a visionary. No, you're not. You've just got a heel stable, mate. I'm a visionary. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. No, you're not. CM Punk should be champion. You need to take a few months off and come back as a face because you're boring as a heel now.
Yeah.
You were better as a face.
But you had two people that come out going, look at me, look at me. Each their own individual going,
That's
Becky
it.
going, look at me. Seth going, look at me. And then out walks CM Punk with his, you know, his bomber jacket on that says AJ's husband on it. In that
That's
cute
it.
light.
Yeah, that's cute.
His trunks had like AJ Lee's colours on them rather than his own.
That's right.
And then he come out and did the sort of like, you know, like, this is my wife. And then she come out as herself, you know, looking
that's
sweet
it.
and innocent. And I'm like, there's two different, you know, these two people that were very much, it's very self-centred.
That's right.
And then these two come down, he was like being all cute, but she was being equally as cute back. And
Yeah.
unhinged as she is.
Yes, fantastic. I thought it was a really good match. Very enjoyable. Obviously, because it's not really the Attitude Era, we're not even in the family friendly era. We're in that sort of weird in between. So it's like CM Punk can't really put his hands on Becky, but she can fight him. He can get his own back, but couldn't do a punch or anything. That's why they did the sharpshooters and the sort of like the different moves.
Yeah, but it was okay for Seth to like pick AJ up.
Yeah.
Like was about to like.
It's like there's certain parameters I think they're allowed to get away with in intergender matches, but not, you know, you're never going to see CM Punk like bash her like Becky in the face, which is a shame because she deserves it.
I would love it. I'd love it.
She absolutely deserves it. Becky Lynch, even as a character, gets on my nerves, and I think even as a person, she gets on my nerves. So,
But
you know, it's on these things where the character, you know, people put on there. There's this trend on Instagram where they put love or hate the character, and it's love character, love person. And for me, it's hate character, hate person. Becky Lynch, I'm the sports. No, there are much better wrestlers, female wrestlers now that should be applauded by Sports Illustrated, such as Nia Jax. Bloody even Tiffy is a better wrestler than bloody the men.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I like the whole match in general because the guy started off for ages.
Yes.
Because it was almost like, and
Yeah.
I heard her shout, or I heard Becky sort of shout something about don't let him tag, and then he said, I won't take you in. I was going. You could even go. I won't take you in.
Yeah.
But I loved it when AJ got to.
Yes, and that
was
yeah. I'm all after a hot tag. That was great, but it was a bit too long. You know,
quite a long time.
It felt like it could have been just a Seth versus PM Punk match again. But you know.
But when it did come in and the girls were able to sort of like come into it, it all of a sudden become very sort of like choreographed.
Yes.
In the sense of AJ and CM Punk did the same move at the same time, and then it was like it ended up being that the whole time, but it was like Becky and Seth using the same move.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, oh, that's very well thought out. They did quite well with that, and that was
Yeah,
very well planned.
apparently they did spend a lot of time behind the scenes planning the match and everything.
And it come out really, really well. You know,
Yes.
as much as you don't like, you know, Becky and Seth, they did really well, and they've shown that they actually did work really hard on that. So
I mean, for me, Seth as a wrestler, I think is fantastic, and as a person, he's all right. But the character at the minute, I don't like.
Yeah.
But that's because I think Seth's better as a face. But that's different.
Again, I've never.
But
seen
he's
that
always.
side.
But he's always gonna. He's always gonna be a heel when he goes up against CM Punk anyway.
Yeah.
So that's But he's much better as an anti-hero.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a good length.
Yep.
It was a good length. It was a good match. Again, there was no one come out. There was no sort of like weird shenanigans. There was no. But there were weird shenanigans.
No, it was just to do with the match. It was fairly good. Yeah, it was all right.
It was a good match. I was quite pleased with the outcome.
Yeah, it was good that Team Punk won. Thank God, that was good.
Yeah, I don't even know what we would call them.
Team Punk.
Team Punk.
Yeah, so that was really good. And then we were obviously talking about there was no supposed surprises after that. Wrestle snore
lose. Is that your sleep apnea kicking in?
Oh yeah. Wrestle snore loser.
By this time I think I'd got bored.
Yes,
because got bored.
That was for me. That should have been the main event. And then we're watching it and we're like, oh, we got Corporate Cody versus Drew McIntyre.
I love Cody Rhodes.
Corporate Cody.
I don't care. You can say that. I absolutely love Cody Rhodes. I've got massive robe envy. I really, really want the robe just so I can stick my hair back and just walk into the room and just be like, I want fireworks and everything.
Yes.
I love it. But because Drew come out first and he come out with a kilt and I was off. I was like, right, I'm going to go and make a tea.
Yeah, but he didn't do the stripping bit.
He did from a different camera angle. Yeah. I can't stand it because it's quite a cheap shot.
Here we go.
It's a cheap shot. It's a bit like when certain the other girls that come out and they do like I call it a stripper pose.
Wake me up soon.
This is how I've been through the whole of this chat with you.
Yeah,
It's so rude.
Yeah.
I've sat here with a smile on my face and listened to you and not make pulled faces and stuff, and then you go and pull that crap. Okay. Woo!
Right. Anyway, ouch.
No, but I think it's a cheap move, Drew coming out and whipping his kilt off like he's in the Chippendales. It works both ways when guys do it as well.
Sexualisation of wrestlers.
No, it's their choice to do that. It makes them popular.
Yes.
That's fine. You use that, but I just get bored of it.
No one actually talks about. The only person I know that talks about Drew ripping his kilt off is you. And then now
the cat is now destroying the hallway. She's moved on to attacking the mop and bucket.
Luckily, there was not any water in the mop. Thank God.
No.
Right, go and carry on.
But it was a Drew and Cody match. There's nothing more you can say about it.
No.
There was claymores going. There was crosscutter.
That's it.
Oh, crossroads. Sorry.
Crossroads. Yeah. Crosscutter's a different movement.
Yeah, no. That's a Cody cutter.
Cody cutter. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Your standard moves come out. The tables were absolutely annihilated. The desks. The Poor Spanish lawn.
Announce table.
The American announce table. Completely obliterated.
Yeah.
It was a standard Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre fight.
That's it. There was no stipulation.
That fight that they did, it wasn't really a fight, was it? It was basically Drew coming in and destroying Cody while he was having a chat and then putting him through the front of the table. That had more meat to it than that one.
Yeah, honestly, the problem with Cody at the minute is that they obviously want him to be champion for a while. That's fantastic. I totally understand that. But the thing is, if you're going to do this, you need better storylines, and you need to work out who Cody is good wrestling with.
Mm.
He's good at wrestling with John Cena. After a while, that match at WrestleMania was Pope. But
this one on WrestlePalooza was better than the WrestleMania.
match.
That was better.
I do think Cody is a good wrestler, don't get me wrong, but he's only good at wrestling against certain people. Drew, not so much. I don't think the chemistry was quite there. The same with Cena. The chemistry isn't always quite there. You know, he's a great face, he's a great wrestler, but I just think sometimes it doesn't work.
The story part coming to it is almost like, oh, I don't like you now, I want to start beating you up. Rather than Drew and like RKO.
Yeah, or Drew and CM Punk, where they had a nice storyline.
Some stuff going on in the background. This one didn't have all of that. It was very much a, I'll fight you tonight.
I think I want the... Yeah, I mean...
You know, it's
I mean, there is the whole thing of Drew does deserve the title and all that, and pushing for that, and I always agree with that. I think, honestly, I'm bored of Cody being champion already. This second lot of him being champion has been quite dull. Yeah, I know he went off and did Street Fighter and all that for a month. But this run, his first run as champion, fantastic. This is like...
Well, that's why I thought...
quite boring.
That's why I thought it was going to have a different ending, and it didn't. And I was shocked, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I did not see that coming. It was like the other surprise. Everyone thought it was going to be Drew, and it wasn't.
I think that was meant to be the shocker, that everyone thought it was going to be Drew win, and it weren't.
It was going to be John Cena win because it's John Cena's farewell thing, so that means John Cena's going to win them all. No. No,
apparently not. They're going to have some bittersweet memories there. Right, okay. Now let's look at it for us as a free pay-per-view. It was alright, wasn't it?
It was okay, yeah. I'm not going to say it was an absolutely terrible thing, but
no.
It was part of our Netflix package. It's part of our weekend entertainment watching.
Was it?
Oh, an extra bit of wrestling. Excellent.
Excellent. Was it worth staying up till 3 AM for?
Yeah.
I agree. I liked it.
We had snacks. We had
snacks. We had family time. We had chats with people online.
It was nice. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. So that being said, if you were in America and an ESPN viewer that had paid $30 odd, would you be impressed with that?
No. That did not cut it.
It did not Cody cut it. It was not what I would call their version of, and this is Triple H's words, pretty much ESPN, WrestlePalooza is going to be their version of WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be shocks, there's going to be surprises, there's going to be this, there's going to be this, there's going to be this. False promises. Absolute false promises, Triple H.
And what did ESPN give them a mark out?
C.
Their grade?
Yeah, they graded their own show a C. Which means, pull your socks up, mate. This weren't that great.
You best pull out something special for the next ESPN one.
Yeah.
ESPN, sorry.
Can you imagine making this $1 billion deal and then going, oh, we're just going to put a glorified Saturday night's main event on? What? Think about it. Think about it. For me, there was no surprises. There was just things that happened.
There was no run-outs.
No, there was no run-outs.
I would have liked to have seen a run-out of someone, even if they didn't make it to
They even teased Travis Scott and he didn't turn up. Even Travis Scott turning up would have been like, oh, okay, that's cool.
I don't know, as sponsored was it? There's the music by Drake. They could have had Drake there.
Yeah.
They didn't even do the famous people in the crowd. The only famous person they did in the crowd was the ESPN guy. And
a few vloggers and a few...
They did they actually put them out with their names under it?
Yeah, they did a few vloggers and a few podcasters. And I'm
green
like...
shirt guy, front and centre.
Yeah, green shirt guy. I think I would have been more famous than some of them. Hey!
Just,
you know. For me, there was nothing that would be what I would call worth that money. For free, fantastic. But looking at it as an American viewer, I'd have wanted an extra match on the card that was announced on the evening as a shocker. I'd have wanted, like I've already said anyway, the massive battle royal that they lost a chance on doing. Stupid. At least one gimmick match. You know, why wasn't, you know, Drew is fantastic when it comes to those gimmick matches. You know, I don't know. It could have been a steel cage, it could have been anything. Anything would have brightened it up to just have that little extra leverage of it being better than it was.
For me, the massive part of how I enjoy the wrestling is the crowd.
Yes.
The crowd were a little bit quiet.
Yeah, the crowd goes mild.
When Seth and Becky come out, it was like literally silence.
Yeah.
There weren't even boos.
No.
It was silence. And they had quite a few moments of that. And I'm like, this is not boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because normally you've got, like, you get some really good places. So I'm like, is
People
it
were
because
only...
Did that area actually have a sound thing?
Nah. Well, because people were only, and I've watched a few podcasts on this now, people were only cheering when there was moments of, you know, like exciting stuff. Whereas as a European viewer, people are chanting the names all the time. Let's go Cena.
You had a few chanting parts throughout the programme, but it wasn't like full on. There's other states and other like stadiums that they've been in where you can't hear anything through the roar of people.
Yeah.
And it was like, have you got like a big sign up that we can't see that says shush?
They wouldn't ever do that, but they did get rid of a very controversial Lesnar sign that said you shouldn't be here and we know why, and they got rid of that. They blurred it out, and then
I did like
that showed up very briefly on the corner of your eye, and then someone must have gone and ripped it up.
Speaking of signs, one of the best signs was the yeet. It was like one Y at one end, and then there was a load of E's and a T.
Yeah,
and there was loads of people all carrying. That was really good. And you did point out that one of them says feet.
Feet.
Yeah, feet.
That's it.
But other than that, I didn't really pick out any sort of like amazing signs. The kids had the John Cena signs.
Yeah.
Which was really sweet.
Yeah. I just think overall it wasn't. We didn't quite get what they promised. But as a bog standard pay-per-view, fantastic. But as something that was meant to be the start of a new relationship with a big company, it didn't cut it for me. Yeah. So I'm going to give this overall... just a little bit. Because I'm familiar with setting up events and things in various different places, particularly like in the London things. Hush.
Did ESPN have anything to do with any of their setup and things? Would they have had their own? Because we in the UK we have a major company. It's called Showsec. Very much, if you go to anywhere where there's a Showsec T-shirt, you know the standards.
Yeah,
it doesn't change really.
I don't know anything about that.
Showsec, you have the yellows, which basically have no power whatsoever. They're just there for crowd control. You have the purples, which are a little bit ahead, and you have the grey ones. You see the grey ones, that's like watching Brock Lesnar come into the room.
Okay.
You do not store them. But if ESPN have anything to do with the setup on how an event is run, that means the people, the fans that are in that building, then they might have had a weird... When you have someone like with a weird presence, your fans are not going to be as happy.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
If they've had to walk in and they've been strip searched way more than what they would do if they were seeing football in that same stadium.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. That's just a little bit into it. Was something going on in that stadium that made the crowd maybe not as hyped up? Because when that crowd is hyped up, you enjoy it more.
But like I said, the card wasn't even that great for me. The reason why the crowd weren't that hyped up is because there was no surprises and the card wasn't that great. But that's me. And also they were sponsored by a 5G blocker. You know that weird thing? I was like, what's that? The weird thing. And they showed the ring post, and there was a weird thing on the ring post.
That's why everyone was miserable in there, because it stopped everyone's bloody phones. Excuse the language. Is that what that was?
That's a 5G blocker, yeah, it's a 5G.
So what that is, every single person in there had no access to their internet on their phone.
It was a 5G signal blocker, apparently, yeah.
That is why people were miserable and not so hyped up, because they couldn't go live.
Yeah, they couldn't do all this stuff.
They couldn't go live from the event.
And but for me, apparently, they're saying that this is just, what's the word? Snake oil. It's just fake medicine. It's not even a real thing. It's just a little thing with crystals in, and it's a big con, apparently. You go on the website. So that's another thing they've got in trouble for, is that on one of the biggest events of the year, they're literally sponsored by a snake oil salesman.
Even though, actually, 5G blockers do work.
Well, I don't know anything. But this was just some weird crystal patch on the edge of the ring, so I don't know. Tell us more in the comments underneath.
What would you give it, Marks, out of
10? Out of 10, 5. No surprises, bog standard card, just like an average SmackDown, really.
I'd give it a 7.
7. Yeah,
7 purely for the Team Punk and Team Rollins.
Yeah,
because I was waiting for that. I was looking forward for that. It did not disappoint me. That match did not disappoint me. She can wait there. You're doing this.
Yes, okay. Mara's about to break all the ornaments. Go on.
That's all right. I'm on it. I'm on it. You're not.
Oh dear.
That's where I go.
That's right. Oh, she's got fed up now.
That's her elastic band. That's why she's been up there. Someone's pinged the elastic band. She loves elastic toys.
Anyway.
That's why.
Right.
Let's get an elastic band.
So, Viking has given it 7. I've given it 5 because there was no real surprises in there. There was things that they thought were going to be surprises that weren't. They were just things that happened for me.
A 7.
And you give it a 7. And, well, while we were doing this massive one, I really hope you've been here for this period of time.
This is the longest one we've ever done.
We're going to literally, but I want to finish this off with what happened to me last night after I fell asleep in the bath. Don't fall asleep in the bath, kids. Bathe responsibly. Do not fall asleep in the bath. It's not safe.
You was having a nice bath.
I was having a nice bath.
Were you watching videos?
I was watching podcasts and stuff. Yeah.
I went to bed. Just flicking through TikTok, and I could hear you were starting to get out the bath.
Yeah, that's right.
I turned my phone off, and I thought I'll just settle down.
Yeah.
And you come into the bedroom. And all that. I face the other way. I thought, well, when you get into bed, I'll turn over and we go get a nice little cuddle.
Have a nice romantic cuddle.
Little cuddle in bed.
Oh.
No, you didn't. You then went out of the room, and then I heard you going downstairs, and I was like, oh.
I went to get a drink because, you know, sleep apnea makes you thirsty.
And I was just like, I wonder if I could make him jump. So I got out of the bed and I crept to the end of the bed.
Yep.
And we've obviously got echo devices that control the lights. So I whispered, Echo, turn bedroom light red. And he was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, and I'm like arguing with the echo very quietly. Managed to get it to go red, and it didn't fill the room with light, so I thought, no, I'm just going to stand here. So the door's directly in front of me, a couple of steps away, and you come up the stairs, and I'm like, okay. And you've come in, because I've put my pillow underneath the blanket, so it still looks like I'm there, at quick glance. So you've opened the door, and you've gone, oh, I can hear you muttering to yourself. I said, Colour, and I thought, he's not going to notice. So I stepped forward ever so slightly. You screamed. You screamed. With that, I couldn't stop laughing. I had to lie on the bed.
I screamed and spilled half my drink on the floor as well.
You absolutely... But I'm standing there underneath the red light looking like, you know, a serial killer.
Something out of The Ring.
Oh.
Or The Grudge.
Yeah. I was tempted to make a noise. To, you know, I was going to go... Because you would have died.
Yeah. But I literally was like, ah!
Very, very loudly.
Yeah.
You did a couple of staggers backwards and did that old arm shake, and I really wish I'd recorded you.
Not in the nip. That would have been a bit weird. But yeah,
Oh,
That was hilarious, yeah.
that's hilarious.
So share some of the weird pranks you may have done with each other in the comments. Tell us your thoughts on WrestlePalooza. And don't forget to say hi and general comments in the thing. Any sort of nice comments, even trolly comments are welcome. And it was a good fun time. So we've had a lovely time on the channel. And thank you very much for all your support. And that person that sent me the cheeky trolly comment still owes me 55 quid.
Oh, we was on the live and you had like one person ask inappropriate questions.
Inappropriate questions. Not appropriate.
Inappropriate questions. I was going to put them in timeout and you went, no.
No.
You can have the answer to them if you donate £55. So they just asked more questions that were more inappropriate. And I was like, no, sorry.
Gone.
And then you looked, it was like, well, they might have paid the £55.
No, they wouldn't have. I'm just like
we've got people in the States watching this with us.
I'm an
There
expert.
could be children. I don't want children reading inappropriate things like that.
I'm an expert in handling trolls. As soon as you go, yeah, you can have the answer if you do this, they just go away.
Well, I carried on asking questions, and the more questions they asked, the more inappropriate they became.
That's it. And then they just buggered off because you blocked them.
I put them in timeout.
Timeout.
I put them in timeout
Because
for
they were
like,
novelty.
I think for like 200 and something hours. It's like
Right.
a month.
Righty ho then. Well, thank you very much everyone who's watched.
Yeah.
If you have donated during this show, thank you very much. If you have donated in the past, thank you very much.
If you have shared.
If you've shared.
Thank you very much. If
Or
you have
hyped.
liked.
Liked or hype is the new one. Hyped. And I explained this one to everyone the other day. If you don't know what hype is, basically, here's the boring algorithm that most YouTubers sit on. Hyped puts you into the proper algorithm where PewDiePie, Mr. Beast and all that are. So if you want us to help the show, hype, use your hype button on it. Yeah, any of those guys, any of the top guys. Here's the boring algorithm where we all unfortunately sit. The top one is where all the top guys are, and you can get us there as well by hyping it, and that is completely free. You get 2 hypes a week. Please use your hypes on our shows. Righty-ho, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Look after yourselves. Keep safe. Keep well. Much love. And we'll see you in the next vlog, video, stream.
Oh, no, you might as well carry on because you didn't involve me in it now.
Movie.
No, screw you.
Or
No, screw you.
short. You can do the whole thing.
No, I'm alright.
Oh, go on.
I've just forgotten.
Look after yourselves.
No.
Keep safe. Keep well. See you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Ah!